There we go. That was a good call. Now I can hear me. It had reset my stream settings for that. I was talking to myself for a good 10 minutes. Not even. Maybe like 2 minutes. I don't know. But I was saying that it wasn't really saying a whole lot. It was just saying that I'm keeping track of how many that I kill on that app that I was trying to show you guys before my stream went down. 21. Another thing that goes without saying, it just hit 21 in the stream, or it says the mass outbreak starting to go down. So you want to make sure that you're keeping track so you don't kill too many, because I believe it's a set number of Pokemon that are in each mass outbreak. So you don't want to go over too many, because otherwise you'll kill all that's left and this whole thing will be kind of pointless. There we go, stupid technicals. Yeah. Yes. It's 26. I would also say, know what your shiny Pokemon you're hunting looks like. That sounds really stupid, but if you accidentally like bump into one when you're not looking for it, like how would you really know? I've almost bumped into a couple that way that I didn't know, and so, especially for some of the newer gen ones. Like we know the other ones, like, you know, Red Gyarados or what like a shiny Shelter looks like, but Flittle and some of the newer ones, like the one that always trips me up is like Bramblin, for example. If you look at a shiny one of those, you'll be like, oh, that doesn't look any different than the normal one. Like, what's really different about it? And that would make it super easy to pass up. Thanks again for the 4 people that are viewing the stream right now. 7. Oh, I got a Moonstone. That's cool. That they actually pick up items for you as well. Now, Flittle underneath has I think it's like a black or a very brownish underbelly. That's what you want to call it. I'm at number 40. And it doesn't take a lot of time to do this, but if it results in you getting a shiny, it's definitely worth it. And I think that's what makes this game kind of controversial, is that, you know, shinies are supposed to be like this super rare thing. And people are, you know, you see my PC box and what, 200 hours of playing? You're lucky if you encountered one shiny in a game with 200 hours logged in the older games. And I'm talking, you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Even, and I have no idea how. I've gotten lucky twice on Soul Silver and Heart Gold with shiny starters. One was a shiny Totodile, and the other was a shiny Chikorita. My game is still at Gaming Generations. If I really wanted to, I could probably take a picture of it. I think I actually have photo proof of video of when I encountered them, because I couldn't believe it. Either I just have really stupid luck, or it was a little bit easier to soft reset that one too, but not as much as my guy Jason, who I would consider my Pokemon rival. He soft reset his game for Reshiram and for Celebi in the eShop versions of Crystal probably 2,000 times to get a shiny, and he pulled it off. I couldn't believe it. But I mean, that just goes to show that with anything in this game, you know, having hard work, dedication, and, you know, friends that kind of encourage you, you can pretty much get anything you want accomplished, you know. And that goes for anything. A little philosophical there, but what can I say? And that should be number 60, if not a little bit more than 60. So after that, I'm gonna put away. Oh, let's see what that Quaxley It's Frank the Dank gave me. I doubt it's gonna be a shiny. It'd be awesome, but I doubt it. Nope, just regular Quaxley. He's cute though. Hello, Quaxley. My luck. Check those stats though. Hardy. I can't look into this. I'm in the PC box. But I will take it. I will take it because I need to evolve him to get this one here. These are all the Pokemon in numerical order for this game. All the missing spots are Pokemon that I still need to either find, catch, evolve, or whatnot. So, why? Because we're crazy. We wanted to organize our boxes before home comes out. 2, because we're just crazy. Anyway, Eeyore, I'm glad you're here. So now that I've KO'd 60 Pokemon from this mass outbreak, you take a look at all of them. And once again, know what your shiny Pokemon looks like. If they despawn, you know, that also counts as, you know, them spawning in. But the quickest way to get this done, I feel like there should be more over here. Unless I'm just not seeing them. I don't think I KO'd too many. But I'm not seeing a whole lot. You want to get off your mount, fire up a picnic, and then just pack up the picnic. And that despawns and respawns the entire area in the mass outbreak. So, let's take a look. There we go. There's some flip. Alright, alright. This is alright. This is about right. So we're not seeing any here. Not seeing any here. Go over, look, and make sure you're looking at every single one that is spawned in. And like I said, we're looking for one that has like a little bit of a brown or a black like underbelly to it. I mean, you should be able to tell pretty easily. But it doesn't look like we have one here. So we're going to do the same thing again. And you only should have to do this like 20 to 30 times. And a shiny should pop up. And it's as simple as that. I'm hoping that I can get this on stream to show you guys. That is not one there. Let's turn around. There they all are. Nope. Not seeing any here. Nope. Go over here a little bit more too, just to double check. I am not seeing any at all. And there's quite a lot. Because if you think about it, you know, statistically, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the screen. You got about 12 of them on the screen right now. And your odds are increased to what? I think with Shiny Charm 1 in 500. I think it's 1 in 519 or something like that. Something like that. Anyway, so with those odds, to reach that number of 519, I mean, with 12 on the screen, that doesn't take a whole lot. So, I mean, that's a total of like 50 times. You know, should be, you know, max. Now, that doesn't guarantee it to you, but statistically speaking, you should bump into one relatively soon. Because your odd, that's about as high of an odd as you're going to get. I'm not seeing any of these being the right one, but like I said, this should be pretty obvious. I am not seeing one here. So once again, off the mount, picnic, and then once again, I just want to double check for reference image as well, just to make sure. So Flittle, and I usually use Cerebi.net for that. In other news, I picked up a bunch of games on the Cerebi on the PlayStation sale. Flittle, that's not what I need. On the PlayStation sale as well as the Switch sale. Oh, that's super obvious. It's like, it's green. So that pink part is green, and it's like black underneath it. That's pretty obvious. That gives me one other thing to look for while I'm trying to shiny hunt this. If it's green and black, but that green is pretty obvious. No. Nope. Nothing here. I really wanted to get a shiny like Breloom. That's definitely one that I want to start hunting because it would be great for comp. I still need to look up what the meta is. Actually, there's a couple more over there I don't think I checked. Because you don't want to mess a shiny either. That's even worse feeling. If I were to go back on stream, like, oh no, I did bump into one there. That would be terrible. Well, that's cool that you're playing tanks. I need to jump in with you guys on there or Fortnite. What am I in back? The Terry battle for. And then starting either this week, probably next week, I need to finish working on the channel. Juggling a 1-year-old and my stepson and just behavior and stuff and whatever else. I still have my responsibilities as a dad, so it's a bit tricky to do both. And like I said, I wanted to do that podcast where I talk about that, because it's a little bit different when you have to wait till the kids are asleep and then you have to make time for yourself. Otherwise, you'll kind of drive yourself insane. And I had to learn that the hard way, and I'm still learning it because apparently having like your blood pressure being high and whatever is a thing. So it's one of those things where you got to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the ones who are around you. That's some food for thought, for sure. I've already been live for what, 14 minutes, and I guess I have the other stream too, which is unfortunate that it had to go down because I was doing pretty good there. But that comes again with streaming. Streaming, as far as like getting stuff set up, if you're interested in streaming or know a person that streams, definitely consult them before you get into it, because you are going to run into a lot of hiccups, and it can be pretty discouraging at times. But my guy Jeff, Andrew, or Eeyore, iWhispering, I always tell them too, like, you can't give up. And it's more fun when we all get a chance to play together and stuff too, and you have friends that actually like support you, so that's always a good thing. If I could, that'd be pretty neat too. Shinobi Nova and I are going to be going to AMKE, which is an anime convention here in Wisconsin, and we're pretty excited to go. It would be Shinobi Nova's first anime convention. I have gone there many moons ago, and that is actually where I first learned how to start competitive breeding, because I thought I was the bee's knees on Pokemon Soul Silver, and the current game was Pokemon Black and White 2, so I was a generation behind. The problem with that is that they had like this Elite Four group of people that were playing and everything, which were like 4 people that you could beat, and if you beat all of them, you get a prize or something like that. One sec. But I thought my level 100 for Alligator could beat him, and there was a gentleman there who was nice enough to like offer to transfer him to me, and I couldn't do it. It was one of those things where he was like, your Pokemon aren't IV bred or EV trained, and at that time I had no idea what it was. So I went on Cerebi.net chat, where I used to frequent often for doing trades online and things like that over the GTS. And someone was gracious enough to give me a 6 IV Ditto, and literally gave me a warning. He was like, if I give you this Ditto, your life will change forever and you'll never look at Pokemon the same way again. I'm like, that's a bit dramatic. But he was right. Because the minute that you start looking at stats and you lose that almost innocence of choosing Pokemon that you enjoy. Not to say that, like, you can't pick Pokemon that you enjoy, but you almost start picking Pokemon that you would rather have for stats rather than what you would actually want to keep on just like because you like the Pokemon. Sometimes it coincides with both. Like for me, Goldango, which is one of the, I think, the more prominent Pokemon right now in the meta, as I'm hearing, happens to be one of a Steel-type Pokemon, Steel and Ghost-type, which Steel-type being one of my favorite types of Pokemon. So that is definitely a win. I cannot seem to find this. I'm probably at what, I think, I stopped counting as far as how many picnics I've set up. I think I'm probably at around maybe 5 or 6 or 7. Let's call it 6. But yeah, with my luck, I probably will run into one. I know that I was there when Shinobi Nova found one the other day, but it does take a little bit. I anticipate I'll probably be coming up on one relatively soon, though. Let's see here. And then I'll probably go back to hunting that shiny Bisharp. Or Ponyard. Ponerad. I butcher that name every time. Let's see here. Green skirt and like rock. Nope, got none here. So I'll just go ahead and set up a... Oh, there's one down here. Yeah. And then, like I said, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12, 13. Get off here. If I ran into a shiny Volcarona, I'd be mad. I do not like Volcarona. That's another example. I think pretty much everyone has one of those Pokemon they just don't like. Either because it's wiped... Either because it's wiped their team at a certain point in time, or they just have a bad memory of it. But for mine, it's Volcarona, because being a Steel type team, if you ever have tried doing a Monotype, they definitely have their weaknesses. Like, it's cool and all to be like, oh, I'm just like a gym trainer. They only use like one, they only focus mainly on one type of Pokemon. But that means your Pokemon team is going to be super easy to sweep. And when I finally beat that guy who I told you guys about that I couldn't beat for like 10 years, it was mainly because like I did do my research on what Pokemon were used in comp, but also because he suggested using just Pokemon that I enjoy. Electivire. Hey, I'm back. Yes, my light turned off. I came back right away. But my light, there's a USB light that I have plugged into a power brick. It's like a J5 one from Walmart. And when I turn it off, it turns off the whole power brick, I guess. And I think it was even just for a split second that the connection and things lose power when you turn that light on and off. So I'm like, well, I learned my lesson there. Leave the light on, because I was trying to show you guys that counter app. So it is what it is. Appreciate you coming back though, but yeah, I'm just still trying to hunt that shiny Flittle to show that it can definitely be done. And this is probably one of the best odds for doing it. I think it has almost the same odds as breeding at Masuda. I know I was reading an article that Austin John Plays has, and that guy, if you guys don't follow his YouTube channel, and that's not me even advertising him, that's just saying that because I use his videos for like darn near everything, as far as learning the basics of this game when it was all coming out. He's a great source. Austin John Plays has probably some of the best, easy to understand, direct Scarlet and Violet videos that are like out there. I know that Shinobi Nova just got done watching his videos on how to collect all of the stakes for Pokemon, for the quartet, which are basically like the Reggies or whatever, the legendary Pokemon that are in the caves. Not really a spoiler, but that's what they're basically called. Every Pokemon game has those, like the ones that you have to find, the mythical, the legendary. This will be the equivalent to Regice, Regirock, Registeel, or Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. Keldeo would be the mythic. And then also, what was in the other gens? Actually, yeah, Diamond Pearl had Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf, along with... No, those are the runners. I'm forgetting something from Diamond and Pearl. Did they have one? Maybe not. And I'm trying to think of what X and Y's would have been. I know that Sun and Moons would have been Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu... Gotta make sure that's not as shiny. I'm trying to follow that Bramblin. Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini. And then I'm trying to think of what X and Y's would have been. I have no idea. I don't know if X and Y had one. Chat, if you guys remember, help me out. Cause all I'm thinking of for X and Y legendaries were Yveltal, Zygarde, Xerneas, and whatever one it was. Other than that, I can't think of any more. There's a Mewtwo in there. He had Diancie, but that's a mythic. That was a VA code that doesn't really count. Zora. Well, Zeraora wasn't in that gen either, and that's about it. Yeah, the X and Y didn't have that. That's weird. That is weird, because I know that you would know Skittles too. That being one of the last ones that you really dabbled in. Man, this Pokemon's being a little stubborn. It's not wanting to pop up. And you have until about midnight that night, unless you time hop, to get the shiny. Because at midnight, every night is when the mass outbreaks reset. And usually me and Shinobi Nova are up. So we're up until about, I don't know, probably we shouldn't be till like 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. Wait, I'm yawning a lot, and I think it's because that whole blood pressure thing I got going on. I gotta stick with it though. I want to make sure at least I get my streaming every day, if possible. Aside from that hiccup that we had yesterday. I am not seeing that shiny Flittle. Can't give up though, because you never know. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up here soon. It always does. Right, that's how it was yesterday with Bisharp too. Or Pawniard. Can't talk. Right when I was about to give up, ask Shinobi Nova. So is the picnic table in a Pokeball too? Yeah, that's how they... If you could find a way to shrink down a Pokemon, would you not totally find a way to shrink down a picnic table? Unless they have some sort of like weird encryptic backpack technology. Which would also be equally as cool. I mean, possibly. Think of all the berries, the TMs, and everything else you try to cram into your backpack, and tell me that they don't have some sort of technology to shrink it down. Even the satchels in Arceus, I think what was the max number you could have for a satchel slot? It was like 1,000 or something crazy, but you had to pay an absurd amount of money to that man. It was insane. And Sif Skittles, if you haven't played, which I'm sure you haven't yet, because you're just now setting up your Switch, Pokemon Legends Arceus is definitely worth the play. It's a great game. I know we enjoyed it, and that's another horror story regarding corrupted data that Shinobi Nova does not want to relive. Excuse me again, dude. I don't know why I'm so tired. I might have to go up and get a Mountain Dew. Shinobi Nova lost. She tried booting up her Pokemon Legends Arceus save, and the whole thing was corrupted. And we tried to repair it. We tried to whatever. No dice. Like, it was gone. So she had to start the whole game all over again, and it was tragic. But I helped her get Freddy Weasel. She must have had a failed data transfer. No. Nope. Because I had a failed data transfer last night. If you were here earlier, I just upgraded my Switch from a 512 gigabyte to a 1 terabyte, and I had only 390 gigabytes transfer out of the 476. And my Pokemon Sword was corrupted. My Monster Hunter Rise, pretty much all of my games, but it was the game data as far as like the saved game itself on like the game, like a digital copy of the game on my SD card, not the save state, because Pokemon Violet was okay, but I think that was saved on the internal. It was very scary regardless. And thank you for stopping by the way. But hers, we booted it up one day out of the blue. We were playing fine literally the other night, and it just said save data is corrupted. Please restart game or something. And it was gone. Like, the menu, it changed. We were all like... She was like, I think she was almost in tears. It was bad. It was rough. She did it again, though. Like, 1000%. Shinobi Nova went ahead and she got it done. She found all the wisps. I helped her out with the dex because I have a living dex for Arceus. We got it done. And she got, obviously she didn't go back and do a lot of the quests, but she went through the main campaign. She got her 10-star back. She went through the whole thing again. So I give her mad props for that. And I've had to do that too. I did have an instance where my Pokemon Shield data didn't go through on a Switch data transfer from one Switch to another. And I lost everything. And it was hard. But nowhere near as hard as, like, I lost like 1,000 hours worth of Pokemon and work from an entire summer. Pretty much just staying in one room. I was really sad. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Like, when there was a period of time when I lived in another city here in Wisconsin, and all I had was like Pokemon Go and my DS, and I didn't have any friends in that city, and I pretty much rode my bike around, and I put 1,000 hours into Pokemon X breeding. I know I bred over, I think it was 3,000 eggs, just taking commissions for Pokemon that people wanted on Serebii.net, and it was sad, but I made a lot of friends and I learned a lot from the community on there. So I guess that's why X and Y and that generation hold a cold place, have a place in my heart, because, you know, it's kind of my comfort game. I think everyone has those games that they just kind of play when they're not feeling the best, and for that, Pokemon was that for me. And I was dating someone at the time, and she was going through Pokemon Ultra Moon, and I was like, you know what? I trust that you'll put some of these Pokemon to use. You can explore what Pokemon you want or whatever. And I transferred them down from Pokemon Bank to Ultra Moon. And I don't know what, but during an argument or whatever one of those days, or I think when we broke up, she went ahead and she traded the game into GameStop. And I lost every single Pokemon from that summer. All of those hours gone. So... moral of the story is, keep your Pokemon safe, either in Pokemon Home or on a cartridge, or have a hard copy of it somewhere. Just at least one physical copy of the game, so that way if anything happens, you can at least just like download them to that game and save them in case something happens. That was a rough time. Sad face. That's not a shiny Bramblin. I had to look at it because I think it's like a little green on the bottom. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and giving me the follow, because no, I'm trying to show my friend Eeyore that it is possible to get a shiny through the mass outbreak. I have a box full of them, almost full of them. I just gave it's Frank the Dank a shiny Bisharp. Moral of the story is, don't let any bitch touch your run. Yes. Yes, that too. I love Shinobi Nova, but it's one of those ones she... Yesterday, she was like, can I borrow your Iron Valiant to, like, whatever? I'm like, no. She's like, why not? I'm like, I think I already gave you one. I love you with all my heart. I would let you borrow my shiny one if push came down to shove. But I think it's nice when people have their own Pokemon. I know you would give it back, but I kid, she's gonna kill me later. But she needed one with False Swipe because she was trying to catch the Quartet yesterday, and she didn't have any Pokemon that knew False Swipe. Usually, or at least that were a high enough level, rather, for the Quartet at that time. No, we put in the work for it, definitely. And I finally got that shiny Iron Valiant. Oh, hell no, girl, get your own. Well, keep in mind, she's on Scarlet. She's on Scarlet, so she... I mean, I guess if it's in the, if it's any compromise, she couldn't get her own. She kind of would need me. We bought opposite versions, as you should. But now she has Violet, and she's actually going through that right now. Man, this shiny Flittle will not pop up. And it was the same thing the other day, too. Like, I know you're in there. I know you're going to come out eventually. But, man, you are just being difficult today, which is fine. I can play the waiting game. But it's a good discussion. Like I said, I'm here for just Q&A and, like, just having good discussion, too. I want to get that Breland bread. Maybe after this I'll take a break and go into ranked, do a battle or two, because just to break up the pace here. This Flittle woman, I'm probably at maybe picnic number 15, 16. Once again, I stopped keeping track. Not to say that it doesn't really matter, you're just going to kind of go until you get one anyway. But I like to keep track because mentally, in a mental state, if I know I'm like only so many out of the 519, you know, odd-wise, you know, it's like, alright, we should be coming up on one right. And once again, it doesn't guarantee it, but in my mind, it gives me some sort of hope. And I don't know why he won't go to bed. We fed him. He has changed. He was poopy. Maybe he wants to stay up and want to play Pokemon? She steals your mon and tortures your kid. Oh, Artie is such a chill kid. Like, I don't even know. Like, we just had him in November of last year. And he is the most chill baby. Like, there's this super cute video that we took of him in my friend's game store. Eeyore in the chat here has a video game store here in town, Gaming Generations. And I used to work there, and he, like, you know, basically Uncle Drew. He was walking behind the counter, and he's trying to swat him out with a fly swatter. And he was so cute because he picked up a Winnie the Pooh game for the GameCube, and he just would not let that thing go until Drew, he swapped him for, like a blank Wii U case or something like that. But he's gonna grow up to be a gamer. But right now, he likes books. And there's nothing wrong with books. I love books, sort of. I like RPGs more, but I like books. Torch is a kid, though. But, no, Artie, he's getting to be a toddler. He's 14 months now. So he just... He has to tucker himself out. He'll go to bed. And then he sleeps through the night. Unless he's hungry. Artie, unless he pooped himself or he's hungry, he's usually good to go. And if you don't have kids, if you have a cat, it's pretty close. And a lot of people will be like, the terrible twos. I've heard about these terrible twos, and I'm starting to see what people are saying. Because he was such a sweet little baby. He was like, aww, you know, whatever. And next thing you know, he's like crying and throwing fits and whatever else. I'm like, what is going on? And you can tell it's like it's all attitude. I'm like, where are you getting this attitude from? And I guess they say it's like part of like them developing. But as a new parent, I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I did give him a broken like Switch controller. I'm like, here, A, B, X, Y. But hopefully he I'm looking forward to the day where I can, like, you know, game with him and teach him things about games. Now, granted, Shinobi has a son already, but the only game he's really interested in is Roblox. So, like, we tried even to get him to play Pokemon, but he's on the spectrum, on the high end of the spectrum. But he, like, taught his Pokemon, like, all, like, stat-reducing moves and not, like, actual physical or special attacks. And we were trying to explain it to him, but it was just a little bit harder than it should be. And I mean, I get it, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? I mean, like, I get it's might not be his thing, but we were trying to encourage him to do it so he could play, you know. Even I was trying Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu because he loved playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, kill it with fire. Roblox? If you're referring to Roblox, absolutely. I hate Roblox. And the thing about Roblox, all he does all day is plays like a slap battle game, or it's like a game where you slap people and you just knock them off the map, and it's not even cool doing that like Smash Bros. It's just straight up like a Mickey Mouse glove like slap. And I'm like, and I guess like you can pay with Robux or whatever, and like you can get different hands that have different power levels. Yeah, with the Mickey Mouse gloves. And I'm like, what is this? Like, it's he will do that. You not. He has done it for like literally like 12 hours straight if you let him. Like, he will not stop, and it is the only game that he plays on Roblox. I'm like, well, can you play something else that's like, you know, more constructive, or like, can we play Fortnite, or can we do like Minecraft? Like, honest to God, I didn't even renew his Xbox Live because I found out recently that you don't even have to pay for Xbox Live to be in party chat anymore. I'm like, well, if you don't have to pay to be in party chat, and Roblox is free to play, and you don't have to pay to play online, what's the point of me paying for your Xbox Live if you're not even gonna play? Because I bought him a whole year of Game Pass, and I personally installed, I think it was like 99 games, because he's got a 1 terabyte Xbox. I personally installed 99 games that were age appropriate for him to play, like Spyro the Dragon, or like Ben 10. He played Ben 10 for a little bit, but he just was not interested. Even on the Switch, he has a Switch Lite. He has Splatoon 2. Like, if he actually played Splatoon 2, we could have gotten him like Splatoon 3. He begged for Splatoon 2. He wanted Animal Crossing to play with us. We play a multitude of games, like, across almost every system. So I don't just play Pokemon. I love Pokemon. It is my favorite franchise and like my favorite game. But I do have purchased a couple more games, and it's shameful for me to say that I have not gone through a lot of the games that I should have by now. And what I mean by that is like God of War, Last of Us, Horizon Forbidden West, a lot of the PlayStation titles I have not gone through, and even some classics like Resident Evil. Like, and this is coming from someone that's worked at GameStop and Best Buy and other video game stores. You're like, well, how the heck have you not played that by now? My parents, when I was younger, didn't let me play like Grand Theft Auto and whatever else. Granted, I'm 30 now, next month. But I just couldn't play them. And then also, so there goes the childhood part of it. Like, even for Pokemon, it was an arm twist and a half to even be able to get like Pokemon Crystal for my 10th birthday? I think it was my 10th birthday. Year 2006, it might have been 7th or 8th. It might have been my 8th or whatever birthday, I don't remember. But they bought me the game before they bought me the Game Boy. And it was one of those things where it was always a contingency thing, like, hey, we got you the game, but we'll get the Game Boy once you prove that you can, like, get so many good grades or so, like, whatever in school. My parents are definitely not in it. But even with that, they just didn't even want video games in the house, period, at first. I think I got my first game console only because my mom's coworker didn't have kids at the time. Now she does. And they gave her a PlayStation 1 that she won in a raffle. I'll never forget it. It came with Game Day, NFL Game Day 98. And I hated that game. And to this day, I still don't really like sports games. Because I am terrible at them. Man, this Flittle will not pop up. It's got to at least be 20 picnics by now. We should be coming up. Parental mind games. Yeah, dude, but they were serious. Dead serious. And it was one of those things where, like, I misbehaved in school. I swear to God. They gave my Game Boy Advance and my Pokemon Crystal to my best friend. You not. I was like, I think I got in really bad trouble one time at school, and they just gave it to the family and said, here, your boys can enjoy it because they actually behave in school. And straight up gave my Game Boy Advance and my Pokemon Crystal to my best friend. Yeah, it was It was not sports balls. I can't do it. I can't do it, Drew, with sports. I know you don't like sports games either. Did the friends say no? No, they took it! They took it! The family took it! They took the Game Boy. No Game Boy. I dead serious asked them when I was like older. I was like, hey, do you guys still have my Game Boy? And they're like, oh, it's around here somewhere. I'm like, where is it? Yeah, it was messed up. It was messed up. I eventually got a Game Boy Advance SP, I think a few years later. And I got Pokemon Sapphire. And I know for a fact I put 300 hours into that. And was able to even go to like the Lily Cove department store. But, yeah, it was messed up. Because that was my first one. I had a little for alligator named Watery. And it was dumb. But it was cute at the same time. But yeah, my parents are messing around. Like, even with Pokemon Leaf Green. Or was it Fire Red? I think it was Leaf Green. It was Leaf Green. My dad bought it for me. And it was one of those things where it was still, he kept it in the package and he kept it upstairs. He was like, if you don't behave, like, you know, I got this for you. But, like, you know, you gotta whatever to get it. So, I was not able to meet the goal. And he went and returned it to the store. I honest to God, didn't get it. Like, they were strict, man. And that wasn't even into, high school. I wanted to play, it was funny because it was Eeyore, actually. Eeyore knows. Like, he worked at Hollywood Video at the time. Crazy, right? I mean, how many kids know about Hollywood Video and Blockbuster? But, we would go there and get video games and stuff. And he was like my guru. Like, Andrew was my idol when it came to getting video games. And it was one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'll pre-order Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii at Hollywood Video. Who does that? But it was one of those things where, like, even on Christmas, I think they were open. I wound up buying, like, Guitar Hero 3 for the 360 from him. And, I mean, Andrew was the OG. Like, he even one time went out and got me an Xbox 360 steering wheel, I think from a GameStop that had it in Grafton or something like that. He went way out of his way to, like, you know, to get me the games and stuff that I needed, and he set me on the path to, like, get off of, like, PlayStation 2, and, I mean, like, he was recommending games to me since, like, Crash Bandicoot for, like, PS1 and stuff like that. I was your messiah, so you come to me to ask you the questions of the gamer gods, basically. And it was one of those things where, like, I still vividly remember that. It was, like, PGR4. And he was like, well, what are you doing on, like, PlayStation 2 still? I'm like, well, it's all I got. Like, what do you have? He's like, well, I play on Xbox Live on the 360. So, that became my, like, goal, was to get at the Xbox 360 and get Halo 3 to play with Andrew and my next door neighbor. And to get off of playing online on Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2. And that was rough, because my parents said that they would do it if they gave me, like, straight A's. Bro, man, it's more like a freaking uncle. Like, there's a bit of there's like a 12-year age gap. Little bromance. We, man, long time. The craziness. It's crazy because, like, that kind of set me up, like, in high school for the next steps. It's like, when I was 18... And even before I was 18, when I was 16, I applied at GameStop in town. Like, I wanted to work at GameStop more than anything. I kept telling my teachers and everyone, I was like, I'm gonna work at GameStop, I'm gonna work at GameStop, I'm gonna work at GameStop. Like, it was my dream job, was like to work at GameStop. And I got in right away when I was 18 years old. And it was because I had, like my parents made me get straight A's for the 360. I had to get an hour of game time per A on, like, my stuff, because I went to an online high school. So, I mean, like, back then, when you go to a virtual high school, there's really nothing else you can do as far as social stuff that they have occasionally in person. But you're mainly doing stuff online, so all you're really going to do is play games online with people. Which you would think is super chill, unless your parents are, like, super down your throat. But, I mean, it got so much in the habit that, like, by the time I was senior year, I was already just pumping out A's just for the heck of it. At his store, and you picked up the phone. I still remember called my old boss Esther. Yeah, that's what I was leading up to, though, was that in that same store, his old boss became my boss. So we were both working at one point in time from that, you know, kind of step up from learning from this guy to being like working for the same company at the same point in time. And then we started playing online with each other and stuff because we finally had, like, you know, reconnected. It had been some years. But I actually did get the job there, and we've been in touch ever since, and wound up to moving to the same city because of this guy, because Eeyore had helped me out through a heck of a lot. I mean, it's one of those, like, true friend gamer stories that you see on TV or something like that. But honestly, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. And Chester, that same boss, you know, I still keep in touch with him, yeah. When I left GameStop, when he departed from GameStop, because that company, man, not to talk bad about him or anything on stream, but I mean, like, do your research. Hey, there he is! There he is! There he is! Save game! Andrew, pay attention! That's it right there. Save the game. We found him. We found him. So here we go. What you want to do next? Change the position. I put Breloom up front. That's the shiny right there. Now, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. How you can send Pokemon out, it will not attack it. They will not attack a shiny Pokemon. That's important. But anyway, let's go up to it and catch it. And it's a female. Yay! I think all of them are females, but whatever. So what I want to do is use Spore, and that's gonna put it to sleep. And this is about the time I get pretty picky with the Pokeballs for it. Spore has a higher percentage than Hypnosis. Let me see what the shiny Esperanto looks like. I think I might catch her in a Dusk Ball. I'm thinking a Dusk Ball for her, because I know she's a Psychic type, but I'm digging it. So what I want to do is go swap out to Iron Valiant. I knew that. You knew what? Oh, to save the game? Well, I don't know. I was just showing you it works. And now you have to do this for every single picnic outbreak. That's so cool that we got one, though. So she's still asleep. I wonder if she gets buffeted by the same storm. That's important. Okay, that changes things. So, it can get buffeted by the sandstorm. If I were to use False Swipe, and the sandstorm hits, it's KO'd. We don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna try to with the status condition. And if it crits, there you go. Now, really, I should have had a Pokemon with Thunder Wave, but on the off chance that whatever, we would have saved and we could have gone back and gone about it that way. But lo and behold, it does work. There's a shiny. So that was cool that I was able to get that on stream for you guys. Let's go ahead and toss it in the box. Yay. And you go right there. What's the nature on that? Careful? I think that's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm going to wind up minting it and bottle capping it anyway. But, yeah. No, the Pokemon in Auto Battle won't attack. Well, I didn't know. Let's go ahead and do some comp. I gotta take a break from that. I do want to get that shiny Bisharp, but I can't do it. Not right now. I want to take a break and go into some comp. So I'm gonna take my boys. I've been having really good luck with Fenzin and Annihilate and Dragapult and Mimikyu. Ceruledge, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really given you a try either. Ghost and Fire. I'm gonna roll with my guys right here for now. So let's save the game one more time. Held items are important. King's Rock was just kind of because I didn't want to spend the money on anything else right now for Mimikyu, so I just tossed something on it. Life Orb is great. Muscle Band. But I think that's the Punching Glove. Wise Glasses. Or choice. That's Wise Glasses, I believe. Yeah. Wise Glasses, Expert Belt. And yeah, we should be good to go. So here we go. Yay, comp. And maybe I'll do some raids to get some, try to get some Herba Mysticas. Ooh, Herba Mysticas. Always a good thing to have, especially when I totally want to try hunting that Iron Treads. But I think it's a Battle Stadium. There we go. Cup time. Rank battle. Here we go. Your tier's risen to Pokeball tier. Nice. Let's fire up a single battle. Alright. Yes, I would like to use the current party. I will use... When was that? I can go back and look. Oh, I already used my Cassiopeia. I get that all set. Alright, so I'm 5 and 4. Or 5 and 1, rather. Alright, so he's got a Dragonite, that stupid... Ceruledge. Ooh, that's a nasty team. Start with Fenton. I don't know. That's a tough one. No. Withdraw. That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with that one, Dragapult, and Gold Surfer pulls through for me more often than not. And then it's just gonna come down to a matter of speed, really. I mean, I'm gonna leave Gold Surfer out this one. His flying type. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with this. Final answer. I would battle you, but I would instant die. No. You've done really well. And like I said, it's all about, you know, practice and getting better. So let's see what we got here. Oh, my back. I love that theme so much. I don't know why I love Cassiopeia's theme so much. Alright, Shiny Vincent. So we sent out Goldango first. So first off, what I think I'm going to do is flip turn. And save him. Not bad. If they use like a Thunderbolt. I can take the hit. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm going to try to swap out for Dragapult. Because I know I'll take the hit for this one. And then outspeed for Dragapult. I'm going to try to hit him with a Shadow Ball. Oh, he used Shadow Ball. That's going to be hurt really bad. Oh, no. That was rough. And Dragapult, like that, Dragapult's gone. Holy cow. Let's try to swap in for Mimikyu. That Goldango has one of the highest special attack stats. I thought it was going to do like a Thunderbolt. I was wrong. So what I want to do is try to get that stab off. And then I'm going to try to Sword Dance. This battle could be over really quick if I'm not careful. Or not. Smart to swap to a Fairy type, yeah. Looks like my guy Whispering just got in live too. So we got the stat boost on that one, which is good. But there's not real. Oh, I guess that would be super effective. Yeah. I could try to go for 2 stacks, because he won't be able to whatever. But I do want to check the status on Mimikyu. I'm gonna go for a second stack. Sucker Punch failed because it didn't hit. They thought I was gonna attack. I didn't. So that means I'm gonna go for a 3rd stack. That's deadly. Because I'm gonna try to go for a sweep. Failed again. He thought I was gonna attack. I did not. So right now we've got a max special attack, or max attack, I'm sorry. We should. Let's go ahead and check that status. Mimikyu's maxed out. So with that, even if he does hit me, it's gonna hurt. He got the sucker punch off, yes. But he only broke the disguise. That's a wrap for his Grimmsnarl. That's deadly. That Mimikyu right there, along with the ghost type, he's pure ghost type, and he's got the stab for the Shadow Ball. Even with Goldango I don't think will be able to outspeed that Mimikyu. It is a threat. A huge threat. If he's smart, he probably has that Garnackle thing. I'll probably send him out. He didn't. He sent out Goldango. I should use Shadow Sneak. That's 40. Move always does go first. Heightened chance of landing critical hit. I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak. So that along with the stab is going to hurt. That's it. Goldango's gone. So let's see what his last Pokemon is. Alright, also a ghost type. So once again, Shadow Sneak is going to allow me to get that hit off first, because it's always going to go first, unless they have something else. I know I've got the speed, but I want to make absolutely sure that I hit. And I'm kind of curious to see what they do first as well. It could either be pure Ghost or pure Terra. Or pure Fire. It's Grass, which is what I was not expecting. Interesting. Down to 1 HP. I mean, the psychic terrain is cool, but the battlefield's gonna get weird, and I always forget what the whatever is for that. But I'm gonna try using Shadow Sneak again because it should hit. Yo, he's protected by psychic terrain. So he got me with that. I always forget what the battlefield with that so it negates the ghost type. But he lost some of his HP and he fainted. Because he's got a life orb, I believe. But that's still the match. Way to go though. Well fought. So, even though I had one Pokemon left, that Goldango was not messing around with the, that Shadow Ball, man. That was nasty. Oh, man. Good stuff. Yeah, I'll continue battling. Yeah. 6-1 ain't bad. I'm alright. Winner, chicken dinner, indeed. I love my team. I think it's a neat little setup. Okay, he quit out. Or whatever. I guess I could try again later. What do you say? I think we should go one more. If I can get one more, then maybe I'll call it a bit, and then maybe I'll try to do some terror raids. If anyone wants to jump in with me, you could try to do some terror raids. Otherwise, I'll try to do some solo. Maybe I'll try hunting that shiny Bisharp since I'm, or Ponderad since I'm feeling lucky. Are all these people from different countries? Okay, so we got a Mimikyu. Yep, same kind of setup. Alright, no Goldango though. So let's go ahead and start with Palafin. Same thing. And then what I want to do is go for... Man, that... Ooh, I don't know. That's an interesting one. For sure. I think I will try to throw Goldango in the mix here. And I think I will I don't know. That's a tough one. I think I need that speed. Let's go for that. I feel like maybe I should have thrown Mimikyu back in the mix because I feel like they're going to use Mimikyu. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. I hope they don't use that Garfunkel. I hate that thing with Salt Cure. Oh, man. Alright, here we go. That's a funny picture. And they use the Garfunkel. I want to terrestrialize and flip turn like a dinglebutt. They're like, why are you terrestrializing on the first turn? Because I want that flip turn to hurt. And they're probably like, all right, well, fine, whatever. I want that flip turn to hurt bad. Because I'll pick up the stab from that. Oh! Okay. Alright. That's ghost type. Alright. Smart. Very smart. Like, well, they didn't even know. They didn't know until whatever. So, I mean, like, there's no way they could have. If he's looking to attack me, I don't know what he would have used. I'm gonna try to use Gholdengo, I guess. So he's setting up. What is he holding? Leftovers? Okay. Alright. I don't think that's gonna work for you twice in a row though, buddy. But he's gonna try to get some more HP up. Which is fine. I should have anticipated that. I'll do the same for Nasty Plot. Like, if you want to set up, I'm fine with that. But he's gonna use Salt Cure and whatever else. Which is fine. But once again, like, he's trying to set that Gholdengo up. Or, not Gholdengo, but the I cannot pronounce it. Stupid name. Which is fine. I'm gonna Nasty Plot it up. Because when I hit, it's gonna hurt. And I don't think it'll matter even if he does have his Salt Cure or his, leftovers. I want it to, like, insta-KO him. Because he doesn't have any more stat boost. But I better hurry up and do something. Force Sack should do it. Bye-bye. Yeah, I know, he's not doing so good there. But you're okay. Maybe we can take out... I'm hoping to at least get one more out of him. And thank you to whoever just joined. He gained strength from the fallen. Okay. I don't have a lot that I can really hit him with, but I need to try to hit him with something. So I'm gonna try to get him with Thunder. Oh! With the Sucker Punch. He was guaranteed to pretty much get that one. Smart. Now I could try to use Flamethrower. But I think I'm going to try to go for Palafin. I'm going to try to go for the Drain Punch. Even if he hits me with the Sucker Punch, I'll get my HP back with the Drain Punch. And yeah, the point is, they set up for Self Rock. So we got that heroic transformation on there. Let's go ahead and try to hit them with the Drain Punch. He's gonna use Sucker Punch. Oh, he didn't. Woo! I did not expect for that to be a one-tap. I didn't. I'll take it. Palafin's happy with it too. Let's see what we got for the last Pokemon. Mimikyu. Okay. I don't know. Honestly. I mean, Jet Punch, yeah, but... You know, I could do that. I'll flip turn out. Yeah, he's fast. That's only gonna break the disguise. So my ace in the hole for this one is that Jet Punch. Palafin, yes. We're gonna swap in for Dragapult to outspeed Mimikyu. And I'm hoping to hit him with a Shadow Ball and end this match. He might use Shadow Sneak on me. Yup. Holy cow. That Mimikyu's fast. But, I mean, she lost some of her HP for it. So now it's a matter of who will outspeed first. Jet Punch or Shadow Sneak. But I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be, Shadow Sneak's gonna outspeed me. It did. That's it. That's game. Good job, Palafin. Palafin's a menace, man. I think that Palafin has helped me out more times than I'd like to admit. That Palafin is nasty. And I have not seen anyone yet in comp use him. That Palafin is something else. I'm going to bow out gracefully with that one. And at least go into some raid battles. That was fun. It really was. That was a good battle. To all the people who stopped by, thank you for stopping by. This is a ground fight Dosh one? Yeah. So I think I do want to do this one. Because I believe Azumarill would do very well in this Terra raid. I try to pick the Terra raids that are 5 or 6 stars that I know that I can definitely do. So that way I can get those Herba Mystica. How much is a wireless charger? Extra cord. I think I weren't able to join. I could try it again. See if somebody else backed out. Thought you had one lying around. Sorry, I was trying to help my friend out. His phone, he needs a cord for it, and I was just trying to see if I could lend him a hand. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I mean, honestly, I'm happy with this stream. I was able to get a shiny on the stream for my guy Andrews to show him like the picnic method for those who haven't like tried it yet. No, I don't want to do it again. I was gonna press X. And I was also able to get a couple ranked battles in. I gotta stop hitting that desk because it put up stuff on my microphone. But yeah, you guys have all been great. Really, I can't thank you enough. I kind of want to double check to see, because with that, I am at 49 followers. That to me is insane. I am 1 follower away. It's crazy. You guys have been great supporting me. I can't join anyone. Let me check for new postings. I made sure I hit the right button this time. Oh, that I cannot pronounce it. I think it's Garfanackle. Alright, so let's change our Pokemon and let's do Azumarill. Now, mine's is not holding the Shell Bell, I don't think, right now, so that's not good. But we're gonna try it anyway. I'll select that I'm all ready to go. Let me see here. We should be able to get it. If these are all EV trained and stuff the right way, I think we should be able to pull this one off. Hello, whoever just joined. Thank you guys for being here. I cannot load that profile on here. Hope you're having a great evening to all of those who have watched and or are watching in the future. Since I believe I am multi-streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Primarily Twitch. Because my Facebook and my YouTube are not really set up. Ooh, they got a shiny Grimmsnarl! That's pretty cool. Alright. So, what I want to do first is Belly Drum. I should be wearing the Cell Bell. I'm not. So, typically they would kill me really quickly. But we're going to try it anyway. He ate it. We're good. So let's go ahead and try to use Liquidation. Sandstorm kicked up. That's going to do some damage. That's not doing as much damage as I thought. Oh, holy cow, you ate that one too. Nice job. I should use a cheer up this upcoming one so I can at least get some of the health back. I think it hasn't caught up yet with all of his HP bar. Maybe it has. Because I don't think my attack went off. Let's go ahead and use a cheer. Heal up. Garganackle. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Because I butcher that name every time. I just call it Minecraft for him. Man, you don't like me very much. Nice. I'm gonna cheer for a heal up as well. Gargamel. Like I said, mine should be holding that. Oh, nice! Wow, that's a lot of health back. I will take that. Nice. Looks like we were all smart and used the cheer for that. So let's use a Liquidation and get this guy's HP down so we can go ahead and Terrestrialize and knock him out. Maybe by Arceus's good graces, we'll go ahead and get a Herba Mystica, right? Removed all negative effects from itself. Let's go ahead and hit him for another Liquidation. Log in. I want to check something right quick. Battle and Liquidation. I can't tell you how many times I've been playing with Shinobi Nova and we aren't, like, we're looking at our phone or doing something else and we don't realize that we're supposed to be battling in our raid battle. I'm going to Terrestrialize and then I'm going to use a Liquidation. It doesn't really matter, but I think it does for the fact that they want you to Terrestrialize, but as far as being more effective, I don't think it does a lot more damage. 516. So oh, I am not. That would do it then. That's funny. So, I know where my last one's gonna come from. There we go. Andrew. Chainlink X. Thank you for the follow. And if that's not passing the torch, I don't really know what is. If my friends who know about Chainlink X know that that was actually my old user, and then we got kicked out of the terror raid. Dang it. Yeah. So that's a funny one, because that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was actually my 50th follow. So we are officially at 50 followers. I wanted to double check, but I'm like, hey, it worked. So that's really awesome. 50, baby, yay, we did it. Thank you guys so much. Yay, spin around. Victory spin. But yeah, we caught some flittles. I've been streaming probably a little bit over an hour and 30 minutes, or right at around an hour 30 minutes. Let me save my game. I think I want to wrap that up. It is only 9:09, and I know I started a little bit earlier tonight. I smell cheese. I smell cheese. You know what? I'll take it. Extra sharp. That's what we do here in Wisconsin. So, I'm gonna wrap that up for tonight. And I think if Eeyore is playing Minecraft, or if they're playing tanks, maybe I'll jump in with those guys, or I'll just spend some time with Shinobi Nova. But with that, I'm gonna wrap the stream up for today. Go to just chatting, and then I gotta really update this whole thing as well. But I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me, for stopping by the stream, past, present, future. And hopefully we get some new content out for you guys soon. Shinobi Nova's been working really hard at the Discord. And that's all I can really say is thank you guys so much. With that, this is Akedo Chanru, and I'm saying goodnight. Catch you later.